Hey, here we go again. It's been a while. It's John here. So we've got A3 backdrop books fully in stock now. They have been dispatched to all our backers. So it is open season on A3 backdrop books. They're available now at our web store. I've got one set up here. I've got all my various bits of scenery. I've got a figure in the middle there. Now, I've set up my camera. Here's a cunning little trick. If you, like me, don't have the greatest of eyesight without glasses and you struggle to get, hard focus exactly where you want it on a manual focus setting, what I've done here is I've used autofocus to make sure I've got my miniature in focus, and then keeping everything very still and locked off, I've switched to manual focus, and it keeps that same setting where it is. So now I just know every time I press the shutter, I am focused on that miniature. So if I do something like this and flood the thing with smoke, the camera will not try and focus on the smoke, it will focus on the miniature. So there we go. Now, not really here to talk about the smoke machine, even though that's probably one of the most exciting things in my life. Let's have a quick run through. The miniature we've got is one of our own handiwork games, Beowulf miniatures, sculpted by Richard Dickens. Absolutely beautiful. That's the Alice miniature. You can get them in a box of 8 heroes and a monster. I've got a Fenris Games barrow entrance that I've set into a little hill there. They're absolutely beautiful. These pre-made resin cast barrow entrances saves you a lot of messing about to build that kind of detailed model. And at the back there, I've got my backdrops book. And the beauty is we can just take this straight out with a bit of care. And then we can find, I'll just flip it around. We can find another scene, drop it in carefully, and we now have a totally different style of scene. Let's get a picture. Now, in this setup, because I've got quite a lot of scenery, and it's quite a deep shot, you're not seeing an awful lot of the backdrop book. But with this Skies book, which is kind of super subtle, I think it's the subtlest book. I might do a cutaway shot to edit in showing you the different pages in here, just because the way my lighting's set up is not the best for showing it, all the lights on the scene. Because it's super subtle, I think it's really, really versatile, and you can use it for so much different stuff. Now, because that one's slightly different color, I'm kicking up some reflections there, and I'm getting a few shadows maybe that I don't want from the trees. Can I just change my lighting a little bit to amend that? Yeah, it's coming. I just test each of my lights to see which one is throwing up the shadow. So let's just drop that a little bit. See where we go. Right, let's take one with no smoke, and then let's go smoke. What I like to do, I'm running the smoke through a long tube, because that gives us, it cools it down a little bit, I think is what's going on. I'm not really a smoke expert. And you get these nice sort of sinuous, fibrous kind of effects going on. But what I like to do, I like to put it across the scene, so we're getting a good depth of smoke. And it's amazing what the smoke adds to things. Really cool. Anyway, I've already talked for too long. Nice one. Let's get a shot. There we go. Lovely.